Bloodborne is such a funny case to me because like Sony's all about making as much money as humanly possible for as little work as humanly possible, which is why they always spam out the remakes and the remasters, which I also think is funny that they want to make as much money as possible while doing as little work and spending as little money as possible. But also we're going to spend $50 bajillion in every single game that we put out. Meanwhile, if you actually wanted to make as much money as humanly possible while doing as little work as humanly possible, Bloodborne is right there. It's one of your best-selling exclusive games. It's one of your most acclaimed exclusive games, and yet it's just rotting away on the PS4 for some reason at 30 frames per second. On a good day, as long as there's not too much going on, because what is gaming innovation on PlayStation if not 30 FPS caps? And it just makes no sense to me because not only could you make a whole bunch of money off a PS5 re-release, you could make a metric boatload of money off a PC release because the PC is the Soulsborne platform. All of the big Soulsborne players are on the PC. And Soulsborne games and FromSoft games have only gotten more popular since Bloodborne's release 10 flippin' years ago. I mean, Bloodborne was released before Dark Souls 3, before Sekiro, before Elden Ring, before more mainstream games kind of ease people into Souls-like, games like the Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order games like Lords of the Fallen. Like, Bloodborne existed in the pre-make everything like Dark Souls era of third-person video game combat. How fucking hard do you think it would go off today? Especially on platforms that it wasn't available on before. As it stands right now, the official versions of Bloodborne that exist are capped at 30 frames per second and they run like ass. Which means, naturally, the fans have started taking things into their own hands, especially after FromSoft themselves have said on multiple occasions that they want to re-release Bloodborne. They want Bloodborne to be updated, they just don't get a say in whether or not it actually happens. Sony gets the final say on it. And that's why I absolutely buy into the theories that Sony just legitimately lost the source code, or they just lost the final version of the game, because that's the only way this makes sense. The developers are literally saying out loud that they want the game to be updated, they want new versions of the game, and Sony is just looking around like, huh? I don't know anything about that. What's that? Horizon Zero Dawn remastered? Go for it. And so it shouldn't be that surprising that the fans have started taking matters into their own hands. The PC project for Bloodborne is looking absolutely amazing, and just the other day, viewer of the channel Bluehook tweeted out, "Behold, Bloodborne PC Definitive Edition, native 1440p, 60 plus FPS, PC remaster mod 0.93, custom reshade with screen space ray traced global illumination. Looks good with the Xbox icons too, don't it? Hashtag Bloodborne, hashtag the PS5 could never, hashtag the PS5 Pro can't save you," and then attaching these screenshots. And I'll just make these full screen because my god, this looks great. The game looks excellent. And I admit it's kind of neat to see a game like Bloodborne running with alternate control schemes, alternate HUD icons there. As a Xbox 360 controller enjoyer myself, this makes me excited. This makes me want to get the game and jump into things. But also, given that it's the current year and PlayStation fanboys are absolutely desperate for W's at this point because your generation of consoles has been absolutely barren when it comes to good news and great exclusive games and great pipelines of content. Pipelines of cancellations, sure. Pipelines of price hikes, yeah. But when you compare the first-party output or even the exclusive third-party output of the PS5 generation to literally any other generation of PlayStation, it is embarrassing, and they're charging you more than ever for it. But if you're a PlayStation diehard, you still have to act like this is totally cool. Bloodborne is one of the only games in Sony's library of the last 10-15 years to actually still be PlayStation exclusive. So can you guess which community of people got really, really upset at this post by Bluehook? Can you guess which community of people is absolutely furious that an unofficial PC version of Bloodborne exists? And not only does it exist, it's running better than your version ever will, apparently. So I just want to go through some of the responses that Bluehook got to this tweet because my goodness. I don't understand the PlayStation fanboys' obsession with Bloodborne. It's not just that they're obsessed with Bloodborne. They're obsessed with nobody getting Bloodborne and no one getting updates to Bloodborne. Like, Bloodborne remaining in the state that it's in right now is somehow important to them. You could be asking Sony for updates. You could be asking Sony for a native PS5 version. You could be asking them for a next-gen version. You could be asking them for a 60 FPS patch. You're doing none of that, and not only are you doing none of that, you're getting upset at the PC community for taking matters into their own hands. Because From Software is not a first-party PlayStation studio. They're not owned by Sony. It's ridiculous that not only is a game that is widely seen as their best game, agree or disagree all you want with that, but a lot of people see Bloodborne as FromSoft's best game. It is ridiculous that their best game is being held to a platform that is not preserving it, has no interest in preserving it, all at a time when FromSoft Souls-like games are bigger than ever and people are being louder than ever about what they want. The fans are willing to do all the work for you, and you're still not doing it. And the PlayStation fanboys, in the face of all that, are taking Sony's side vitriolically. And it's hysterical. You are literally getting angry on behalf of the company who is telling you to your face they want nothing to do with providing you the service you want and updating the product that you supported. They want nothing to do with that, and that's the side you're taking. Let's begin. At user NM Who says, notice PC, lol, Xbots were hating on this platform in before, but now fully grasping it to play PS games on their handheld PC Lumfao. I do love when PlayStation fans do this kind of thing. I get this all the time from them, of like, I'm a PC player and I use an Xbox controller, or I'm a PC player and I have subscribed to Game Pass, so that somehow means that as a PC player, I'm an Xbot. Read this. In what universe is this an Xbot post? It's a PC post. It's blatantly a PC post because the PC is where Bloodborne Definitive is. You know, we call it Definitive. It's where the fan-made versions and the fan-made upgrades to Bloodborne are. They're on PC. Why are we calling the dude an Xbot? Because he's playing the game on PC with an Xbox controller. Is that really all it takes? Also, why the confidence that he's playing on a handheld PC? He never said that. But all you see is corporations and corporate competition, so you just assume that because he's playing a game on PC with an Xbox controller, well, he has to be playing on the Xbox ROG Ally, right? He has to be doing that. Again, you could just be advocating for Bloodborne to be preserved. You could be advocating for this to be what Bloodborne looks like across the board, but you're not gonna do that. Brongo147 says Xbox is dead. Cry now. Yeah, man, that sure is what everyone was talking about. Guy posts a bunch of screenshots of Bloodborne Definitive with some shots at the PlayStation community because Sony's just not giving you what you want, and then also using an Xbox controller to play the game because, spoiler alert, a lot of people like the Xbox controller and a lot of people have Xbox controllers. It's a perfectly solid controller. And yes, when you plug the Xbox controller into a game that supports it, it'll show Xbox icons on the HUD. That's how video games work. But because you saw this post, your response is that, well, Xbox is dead. You gotta cry about how Xbox is dead because you're playing Bloodborne on PC. Gosh, man, I wonder why Sony doesn't listen to you people. I wonder why Sony, in the face of such level-headed and free-thinking individuals, they just don't give you good products. Man, it's a mystery why that's happening. At BPhilippe94 says Xbox shits on your face and you still defend them like your life is on the line. Again, where's the Xbox defense? Where's the Xbox defense? Look at this. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the Xbox defense? The only reference to Xbox here is the fact that the Xbox icons are now compatible with the Xbox controller on the Bloodborne PC version. That's it. That's all he said. But Xbox shits on your face and you defend them. You're the one that's coming in all angry on behalf of PlayStation in the context of talking about a game that PlayStation refuses to update or preserve. Who's shitting on whose face here? I don't get this. It's like Sony refuses to do anything with one of their most critically acclaimed games that made by a studio that they don't own. They're literally just holding this game hostage in the face of the studio who made it. Them saying they want it preserved, they want it updated. Sony saying, no, we will not preserve it. We will not update it. We don't care how much people want it. We're not going to do that. So the fans take matters into their own hands and then also happen to be using an Xbox controller in the process, and you're like, ugh, Xbox is just so disrespectful to you as a consumer. It's like, what the fuck? What? Villain Street says PC filths are delusional as fuck. And then, oh my god, he Googled whether or not Bloodborne Definitive Edition is actually a game. He asked Google AI whether or not Bloodborne Definitive Edition on PC is an actual standalone game. You do realize it doesn't have to come from a corporation to be a playable game on the PC. You do realize that individual people are capable of making playable games on the PC. Also, extra fucking lols here. So you're saying PC filts are delusional. Bloodborne Definitive's not on PC. Look, I asked Google AI and he said no. But then you mosey on down to the bottom of your own screenshot and it says, quote, however, there is a way to play an enhanced modded version on PC through a PS4 emulator. So there's not a standalone game called literally Bloodborne Definitive Edition on PC, but there is an improved version of Bloodborne on PC. I really wish I had a good joke for right now, but I can't believe this is a real thing that happened. Dude literally shares pictures of modded, enhanced Bloodborne on PC, and you say that he's delusional for thinking that Bloodborne is on PC, all because there isn't literally a standalone game called Bloodborne on PC. It doesn't matter that there literally is Bloodborne enhanced and improved on PC. What matters is that it wasn't literally standalone published yet. That's why he's delusional. Do you see why I take so much joy in making fun of these people? Sony could literally drive through the middle of your house in a bulldozer, and you wouldn't care as long as they gave you a free DualSense on their way out. Tripster says, played it years ago. Okay, so why is it still being held hostage? Also, I hate this argument of like, I played that game so long ago. It's so, like, you're so stupid. I played that game years ago. Okay, so does that mean the game's worse now? Does that mean the game is not worth playing now because you played it before? I mean, there's tons of games that I played years ago that I would still happily play again today and would be happy for more people to experience for the first time today because it's a good game. If the game is only good in its release window, it might not be a good game. And if you only care about games during their release window, that's not a super fruitful way to experience this hobby, right? No? Moving on, I guess? Japan Hates Xbox says, wow, ramshackle pirated shit for second-class gamers, all that work to still be garbage tier. You're totally not jealous at all, you pathetic, begging PC piece of shite. Lol at your pathetic efforts and lol at your life. PC always loses. My god. Okay, first of all, you don't know that he pirated the game. That's number one. Emulating a game is not pirating a game. Those are two different things. All that work to still be garbage tier. Well, it's the same game that you wet your pants over, just running at better performance metrics. So, little weird that now the game is garbage since it's literally the same game that you wet your pants over. Totally not jealous at all, you pathetic bugging PC piece of shit. It's not jealous. Like, it's not jealousy to literally improve upon the thing. Like, talking about how, like, I could if I wanted to. I could improve if I wanted to. I don't even care, but I could do it if I wanted to. It's like that song in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. But I could if I wanted to, yeah. Which, by the way, you should watch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Fantastic show. Fantastic show. You should watch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. But, like, literally improving upon the thing doesn't mean you're jealous of the thing. It just means you improved upon the thing. Like, what? If I'm playing baseball and I walk up to home plate and I hit a home run, I'm not jealous of all the people who got doubles earlier in the game. You get what I'm saying? What was here? Lol at your pathetic efforts, lol at your life, PC always loses. Yeah, PC always loses, and that's why Sony is bending over backwards to make as much money as they possibly can off the PC because their market is stagnant and the PC's is not. Good stuff. Good talk here, buddy boy. One more. Neo Enjoyer / Xbot Cooker says the desperation for a good game on Xbox is embarrassing. Literally no one was talking about Xbox. This is on PC. It's like, look at this tweet. How many times does he has to say it's on PC for you to realize it's on PC? PC is not Xbox. Xbox is not PC. It's two different platforms. Xbox has a presence on PC the same way that PlayStation has a presence on PC, but PC is its own platform. You fucking duty head. Just like, at this point, I don't even want Sony to put Bloodborne on PC. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, we're just gonna do it better and freer. Like, just fucking deal. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. I would have a more competent, more fun, zany fucking outro here, but it's also fucking game fucking 7 of the fucking ALCS tonight because it's never fucking easy with the Seattle fucking Mariners. So I'm a little mentally preoccupied right now. I'm going into work today with my Seattle Mariners hat. Every fucking there's this kid. There's this kid in my class. I'm a fucking drama teacher, and there's a kid in my class who every fucking day he walks up to me. Did you watch the game last night? Yes, I watched the game last night. Sorry about the game last night, mister. It's like a fucking I know. Me too, kid. I'm sorry as well. But tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. We can make the World Series tonight. And then, knowing our luck, we're going to go to the World Series. The World Series is going to go to Game 7. Every single game is going to be 26 innings. And I'm going to have a heart attack by the end of Game 4. Meanwhile, if you're a Dodgers fan, you're just like walking down the street. Oh, hello, everybody. I'm a Dodgers fan. Oh, yeah, no. World Series, yeah. We swept our division series. Oh, yeah, no. Milwaukee Brewers, more like Milwaukee, go fuck yourself. We 4-0'd them. We're in the World Series and we have a week break. Meanwhile, the Mariners are over like having an existential like battle for their existence because they can't hit a fucking baseball. Oh my, It's driving me insane being a fan of this team. I'm so sorry that I'm a fan of this team. That's me apologizing to myself. Okay, Doofus Club time. Elite, Bill at 310 Char, Akimbo Hammer smash the faces of whiny fanboys. I don't know if this is supposed to be a Cannibal Corpse reference, but every time, like, Akimbo Hammer smash face. Akimbo. Grimsy, Sergeant Jason Bond, Unicorn Rocco. If you don't listen to Cannibal Corpse, that probably made no sense at all. It's a hard nug life. Nice dude. One man savage. People in a bowler hat. Biscuit 111. Tony King, but is upside down. Gar loves getting pegged by his horsey wife. Gar loves getting pegged by his horsey wife. Celarot, Max Killer V2 Gaming, Official Drags, Die Puppeteer, Max Clear of the Wart, Vector, Vendology, Mechanical Resonance, Sick Nick, Mad Fox 94, XJ Induction, Bear Brain, Stick Rider, Broken Crayon, Pro Bar for the Racking, No Motorcycle Yet, just got my first car, Devastator 2000, Jake Spider Monkey 1994, hashtag Ban JTech TV, Schmo from Channels to Schmitz, Chris Void, Vast Dennis, Dirty Mike and the Boys, Gaming with Dead People, Muskie, Big Fudge, Refuse to Lose, Seize the Moment, Go Mariners, we refuse to lose, except we literally lost last night. Klepto Penguin and JoJo 6, Multi-Team Releaser, Oracle, Blast 1314, Jimmy Chop, Step Joe, I dropped the soap, whoops, Winky, Master Killer, Fire Tornado, Storm, 22-6. Tom Snorlax and Unknown 86-7-18, the letter H, I'm the word terminal list, they're painting me all over, Ed Shadow Bear 1789, Kushku, Unicorn, Benner Fondue, this isn't the boatmobile, it's your mom, T-Train Riser, Non Voila, High, Partial Mean 8, Vox Auto, Codman 4372, WX, Gamer 127YT, Alderoth 01, Snake Eyes 227, Gamer War 72, MK296E, Hentai, Sonic, Gamma Fire, Hazard 105, Tick, Gaming, Jungle Zone, Slim, Jim Lord, Bass the Second, Joe laughs at us in the moat, Gay local rock is zism, PC Gamer, just checker, Bricky Spirit, already Tiki Tabby. This is fucking terrible. Autonomic Dog 49, Caribbean Steel Angel, Microsoft is run by Ants and Twig Boys, Baron Von Varderholm, Cyrus 6771, True Text 940, I saw that BO7 spelling mistake, Lol, Lamau, Creep Warrior 23, Max of Chips, in the chat, totally insane, Black. Psycho Warrior Black Cobra Praise Beat to Space King, Night of Cypher ML04, I own 6 copies of Click 2006 on Blu-ray, Wolf of Midnight, Pig Bean, Steve One Studios, Film Kraken, Ohm Gaming, Tariq Brown, Thor's Game, Mag Next, Severin, Emerson Spelling on 3, the Catalina Franklin, YMX, Pow Pow, Donnie Weston, Nick Gobgonson, ow! Ooh! God damn it, I went paintballing yesterday, and I keep forgetting that. And when I'm recording videos, I just like kind of like pace and like shift my weight or like lean on things. And I'm at my counter right now. I have an island counter in my kitchen, and I just like I forgot I have a big ass fucking welt on my hip, and I just full leaned straight into the fucking island. That was my first time going paintballing. That was so much fun. Paintballing's so fun. If you don't like paintballing, you're a fucking pussy. Donnie Weston, Nick Gobgonson, Warg Winter 919, Zach Thang, Kenny Kitten Fang, Hammer for Hire, Ellen Noble, Frost Crinkle, By Genesis, Flywick Fingers 97, Mega Q, Scuffers Go, Ghost Ho, Riasagi, Raptor Tim, Honor Sniff 94, Blue Hook, Wendy Wankin, Mr. Techno Squeak, Jody Peters, Smitty, Worker, Your Man, Jensen, McAver, Tuckton, Diego Garcia, Kip Against, I American Idiot, Harmon Test on the Chin, Oh No, it's Justin, Randy, Retweeting Winks, 3 Roll 7, Test My Tickles, Wannabe Hobo, Westside Biller, Rob C. Veg, Groove Nana, Curtin Allen Smack, Saul Hathan, Mariner? I hardly know her. Go fuck yourself with this one. This one makes me actually angry. I don't know why it makes me angry, but it does. It's this is the kind of joke I would make to my wife, and she would make me sleep on the couch. Why is it on my screen right now? Okay, toodles.